Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the London Bulldogs and the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wheeler. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Porter. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
16 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big run by Kareem Hunt. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Tua. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
By Josh Allen.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
London about set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Wheeler, they'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Third down here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off play action. Wheeler, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll move the chains. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The kicker on.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Okay, Brent. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Jason Sanders.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, Wheeler. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Harris has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two and now on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This likely a must-have, third and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will be
their own 25.
now this offense about ready to take not in the win column just yet, but on the road is the 6th seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them. I'm like you. It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here.
He's tackled at the
Win this one. Think about the momentum now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs. But the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
Of course, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Right through it.
Boom, bam, biff.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A gain of 13. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. to throw again. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, Wheeler, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 3 yards out, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.